Hello, everybody. My name is Fear, also known as Will, and this is sorry, I got an itch on my head this morning. This is Battle Vortex. I will get into more what I want to talk about today. Why your passion can be very scary, and I wanted to talk about some situations that have come up in the gaming industry recently, especially in the CDPR area. So, Cyberpunk 2077. If you haven't played it yet and you're on a PC, really, why? Really, why have you not played this game? It's amazing. I don't have any receipts for any of this, but if you're into this stuff, there was a video. A lot of the Cyberpunk news channels were talking about it. One of the developers was on, and he was saying, what people don't realize is that we took on something new, and we learned as much as we can, and all this. And then they're like, well, people don't appreciate, people don't, understand the scope of the project. They don't appreciate, what we've went through. And I'm thinking, that's not it. That's not what people are upset about. What people are upset about, let me tell you what they're mad about. I'll tell you what, I know for a fact, because if I was like a super fan, even more than I am, then I would be super salty. But here's the bottom line. What they're mad about is that if you look at your own, if CDPR looks at their own press releases for the game, their own hype, their own jargon, what they said, what's going to happen, what we thought we were getting. Okay, I'm a gamer. Okay, I know a lot about developers. What we thought we were getting was basically a single player MMO, but without the MMO. But basically, Cyberpunk, the world of Night City, is somewhere where people want to live. Just like GTA or whatever. You see those streams on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, showing GTA, showing these guys role playing and doing all this stuff. The thing that differentiates Cyberpunk from GTA is GTA. Obviously it has weapons. You can run around and shoot people, hit them with, phallic symbols and all this kind of thing. But the thing is, you don't get cybernetics. The cybernetics is what takes it to the next level, right? Because you can get these cybernetics, and over time you can have more cybernetics, and you can do stuff. The thing is, as far as from a gameplay perspective, it's not like a normal single player game. You go through, you can play the game, and then you can keep playing it. That's the difference between Cyberpunk and a lot of single player games. At the end of a lot of single player games, you have closing credits, and then that's it. Your character is done there. I mean, if you want to play again, you re-roll and you go play another character. Now, you can do that in Cyberpunk. That's an option, but you don't have to do that. So you can go back into the game. If you didn't finish a bunch of hustles and NCPD quests and all this stuff, you can go back and do that, and you can live there. I think what people really want to see is because it's a single player game, they need to have the AI needs to be a little bit more interactive, because they're by themselves. There's no goofy dudes running around, jumping up and down all over the place and doing all this weird stuff like they do in an MMO. I think that's kind of just what people want, an AI that acts more human. And I think that Cyberpunk inadvertently or on purpose promised that, okay? Something to that level, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think that's what they're really mad about. Not whether or not you guys bit off more than you can chew. You guys can easily, and I don't understand developers sometimes They can easily do research on this kind of stuff, okay? You know why? Because there's millions of games, okay? And all you got to do is look at them. If you want to look at how to do a character creator, you go to Black Desert, go to a Pearl Abyss, you get Black Desert, costs you $10. You have somebody sit down there and go look at that character editor, and you will be like, "Oh my gosh, that is amazing!" And then you just copy it. I mean, it's not hard, guys. It's not hard. You want to learn, all you had to do, if you did your end game like Warframe does theirs. So here's Warframe. Go to Digital Extremes. You get Warframe. You know what? That one's free. You could just pick that sucker right up for nothing. You sit down an intern and you tell them, why is this game cool? Because, and I believe this is what you guys are trying to do. You're going to have, everybody lives in the same apartment, at least for now. So right now, you're not going to have people visiting you, because you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to instance the apartments because everybody lives in the same one, right? That's what they do in Warframe. They instance the ship. So if I want to invite my buddy over, he's got to invite me over, and then I go see his ship as if it were mine, right? Except I can't interact with it the same way. But I mean, you can do that. You can easily, you can create multiplayer missions. You can create all these things. They're just going to have to be instance. And I can see this. This is the thing. This is what makes our passion so scary, is because I can see this because I've seen it a million times before. And developers are just like, well, we didn't know. We didn't know you could do that. It's like, guys, come on. This isn't even hard. All you had to do, like Warframe, let me just tell you about Warframe real quick. Warframe's endgame, I'm not a big fan of grinding, but I'll tell you what, there are a lot of people that are. They just like to go out and grind for whatever reason. People want to do crafting, stuff like that, but they also, you got people that'll go out. I've got a friend from Canada named King or North. Every single day for the last 5 years, he does the daily missions, and there's 3 daily missions. He does them every single day, and all he wants out of that whole thing is a sculpture or something silly that it doesn't even matter. He's got over 1,000, 1,500 of these sculptures. He can't even fit them all in his ship. That's another thing, you can easily make it to where you can decorate. I know you have decorations in the apartment, but it's better if they're my decorations. But see, you guys could easily do this. And this is what I think people are we're not sure now. We're like, are they going to do this? Because this is why we all held on to a copy of our games, right? Because we're hoping that CDPR goes, oh, other games do this stuff. Wow, we should put something like that in our game. I mean, you don't have to copy it verbatim, but if you wanna know, you didn't learn all you could, because all you had to do was play a couple video games that are similar to the one you're creating, and you would have known. It's a no-brainer. You don't even have to pay me. I just give you that for free. Okay, but that's why to developers sometimes. Our passion about these games and what we, our vision. Okay, you have a vision. You shared your vision with us. We bought into that. Okay, we bought into your vision. And then we imposed what we think it really meant on top. And that's what we thought we were going to get. And I think it's close. I mean, not including, some of the weird glitches. I know certain people get weird about certain things. I don't mind most of the glitches. I'm on a PC anyway. I don't care. I would never expect that game to run on a last-gen console. That's just crazy talk. You're going to get one person on the streets on those things. There's a reason why they retire them. Because they're too old. All right? To do stuff like Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077, nobody's denying that this is a huge, ambitious project. What we wanted was, for it to be more done, a little more cooked, right? Because I can't even think, other than No Man's Sky, I can't really think of a game that released in a state that was, bad enough to, get people to, and refund it. I mean, I know that all the refunds and stuff didn't really affect your bottom line because you guys hyped the thing to the moon and back. Everybody thought they were getting a real AI girlfriend and boyfriend. That's what they thought. That's why they were mad. The thing with Cyberpunk is people want to live there. I want to live there. I live there now. I've got almost 800 hours in that game. I want to live there. It's a great world. I lived in Britannia and in Ultima Online. I've lived in World of Warcraft. I've lived all over the place in there, and Draenor, and I've been an Alliance character, a Horde character, and I mean, I've lived in a lot of places, and EverQuest, Norath, I think it was, Dark Age of Camelot. I've lived in a lot of places, and I think that you guys need to understand that you are creating a home for players, and look at it that way. Okay, this is a home for them. We don't care about the investors. Okay, we don't want to know. We don't want to know that their investments are sound. They would be sound if you just give us what we want, because then we're going to spend lots and lots more money, or lots more time, depending on how you guys work it. I know you guys have a thing against microtransactions or whatever, but there's merchandise, there's all kinds of stuff, and there's, if we were able to go third person, you would see a lot more videos. People would make videos about the game way more often. I know you can do it with mods, kind of, sort of, but you know what I mean? That's one thing that really needs to be buckled down. Now, Black Desert does a great third person. I mean, the movements aren't quite as fluid as Black Desert, not quite, but they're pretty darn close. And you guys could do something like that easily. I mean, maybe with your engine, I don't know. All I'm saying is easily you could look and see what is capable of being done. And I just can't believe for 1 minute that you guys have no clue or no inkling about how to do this stuff. You did great. You almost got it. You're like right here. We just want, we want a little bit more interaction. We want more girls or boys to go chase and do all the stuff with, and live in the world, and have them have a little, maybe a few more of them have a little bit more dialogue after the main game, or, maybe, something. Maybe give us missions to do after the main game. What about the poor, what are they called? Edge runners and all that, the net runners. After the main game's over, it's, they're kind of done, Now, the people that shoot weapons, yeah, they can go blow people up all day. I mean, you got to find them. I mean, obviously, you got to go looking for, co-op NCPD project events, or, sometimes they have the group of 3 bad guys just standing around doing nothing. You just blow them up, take their stuff, and go. I mean, that's okay. It'd be nice, and there are some places like, and I don't know if this is still, we're going to have to go visit. We got to go visit the mall, the big Grand Mall down in Pacifica, and see if that's still open. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of the reasons why I think the passion is very confusing to developers, but they really don't need to be confused. They just need to look at the game from a slightly different perspective. You're building a home, guys. You're building a home, and people want to live there. And, so let us live. Live and let live, I say. Hey, if you liked any part of this particular part of my video, give it a thumbs up. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I've got a new Patreon I've opened up. I'm gonna, over time, I'm gonna make it better and better. BattleVortex.tv has been revamped and is now secured. So all of you that tried to get there and were getting, your browser was like blowing up, telling you that there's like no security there. It is secure now. I opened up my second YouTube channel, so go check that out. Actually, it was my first YouTube channel, and then it became the second one later. That one's going to be for the long form content. So you're going to see Duality Podcast there and some gameplay, whether it's live or recorded from some other platform. And you guys should subscribe to that one if you're not subscribed. Please make sure you subscribe to both my YouTube channels. At least those. I did a TikTok today. I don't know. I went on to Instagram, but it's not a Battle Vortex thing, so I'm not sure. I might do it. I might hook up a TikTok where it's hooked up to Battle Vortex, but I'm having trouble just dealing with the Instagram. So, in any event, yeah. So we've got a lot of different. I've got a lot of different social medias opened up now. Twitter's hot again. So if you like getting your information from Twitter, please feel free. I'm on Twitter as well. William Purvis at Battle Vortex, and there's just a lot. Yeah, the Twitch channel. I did a stream on the Twitch channel the other night. It was fun. And hello, Holly. And so if you want to watch the Twitch, please feel free to check it out. Jamie and I did a Duality podcast the other day. That's on the Battle Vortex Cast channel on YouTube. You can check that out. Or if you're on Facebook, you can watch it on the Facebook page. It's also on the Facebook page. Guys, that is all I got for this one. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, give me a like this page or channel, whatever you're on. And I will talk to you guys again very soon.